My intention for this video is to get your attention so I can share my knowledge and my experience I've had with my self-development journey. The past 8 years plus, I went on a journey to start working on myself, to start working on my mindset, to change certain habits, to start thinking better, to start feeling better, to start getting into better shape, looking after my health. So it's been, as I said, over 8 years now since I started working on my body, and I started working on my mind, and started to change how I was thinking. So for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Gorman, and I'm from Ireland, Dublin. So when I was about 21, 22, I started to want to stop drinking. I wanted to stop drinking, I wanted to stop doing drugs, and I wanted to start feeling good in myself. And I knew that wasn't going to be easy to do because I've already created these bad habits. But I still believed, I had that small bit of belief that I could live a better life and that I could start feeling good in myself. So when I was 21, 22, I started to decide that I was going to stop drinking and stop doing drugs. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but it's been now over 5+ years that I haven't touched any alcohol or I haven't done any drugs. I didn't go to any counselling, I didn't go to any AA meetings, I didn't go to any outside source to help me with that. And that's not an issue if you did, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just had this sense of inner belief that I could do it by myself. And I did, and that's from changing my way of thinking. I was changing how I was thinking about things. I started to imagine how I wanted my life to be. So I wasn't imagining bad things anymore, which 90% of humanity do. They always imagine the worst case scenario. But because I started to educate myself, read books, and start to listen to certain inspirational people, they were saying, start imagining good things for yourself. And that's what I started to do. I started to imagine good things happening in my life. I started to think certain thoughts. Because when you start to learn about the power of the universe and the power of thought, you'll start to realize that your thoughts are creating as well as your emotions. But many aren't aware of this because they don't study it. And it's not taught in schools or anything. So you kind of have to self-study yourself, which I did now over 8 years. And it's been the best thing I've ever done. But before you get to start attracting things and starting to manifesting, you need to become aware of what's going on inside of your mind. And this is what this coaching I'm going to offer to people who are ready for it. I have many years experience in this. I read on the daily, I listen to positive people on the daily, and it's magical when you realize how powerful we all really are. So I'm going to show you here in the back what you'll be learning on this course. So number 1 is basically being aware of the mind. What's going on inside of your mind? What is actually going on inside of your mind? What are you thinking on the daily? Are you comparing yourself? Are you judging? Are you complaining? Because all of them things I just mentioned are all negative thoughts. Negative thoughts equals to negative results. So as I mentioned a second ago, your thoughts create. So if you're thinking negative, complaining and judging, they're all negative thoughts, which negative thoughts always equals to negative results. And that's why nothing changes in your life. So number 1, what we'll go through is being aware of the mind. What stories am I telling myself? Number 2 then, being more present when doing things. So let's say you're in the shower, you're making coffee, or you're driving in your car. Where are you when you're doing them things? If you're doing them things and your mind is projecting something else, then you're not present. And there's a power in the present moment, what you learn on this course, or you'll learn on these coaching sessions if you're interested. Very, very beneficial when you understand how to apply the power of now. And then what else we'll go through is changing our ways of thinking. So as I mentioned, your thoughts are creating. But in order to change your way of thinking, you must be aware first of what you are thinking. Because if you're not aware of something, you can't change it. So as I mentioned, being aware of the mind. What am I thinking? What stories am I telling myself? Are they good? Are they bad? Positive? Negative? What am I thinking? That's very important to change. If you're not aware of something, you can't change it. Number 2, being more present when doing. When you're doing something, be in that moment. Whether you're in the shower, be there. Whether you're driving in your car, be in your car. Don't always focus on the destination. Changing our ways of thinking. This is what will change things for you in terms of the physical realm. You'll start manifesting things. All this information will be life-changing for you as it was for me. So as I mentioned, I changed my life from applying certain work and certain information. And it all starts within your mind. When you change your mind, and when you change how you think, and change how you feel, you'll start taking different actions. And you'll also start to manifest different opportunities, different people, whether it's more business, better health, a relationship, more finances, feeling good in yourself. Because the reason why we want anything is because the feeling we assume it's going to give us. So let me say that again. The reason why we want certain things is because we assume the feeling it's going to give us. Why do you want that better body? Because the feeling I think it's going to give me. Or more money because of the feeling the money's going to give me. Or even a relationship, the feeling of that person I'm going to be with, what are they going to give me? But there's a magic secret, and that's you can feel the feeling of what it is you want before you have it. And when you do, it will come to you with ease. Hope this video reaches somebody and they're ready to start their inner self-development journey. Because I'll tell you one thing, it's the best thing you'll ever do in your life is to change what's going on inside of you. Because then everything around you will change. If you're very interested in this, DM me, send me an email, ask me any questions you like. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all a great, great year. Thank you.